Hey guys, and welcome back to another new Animal Crossing video. In this video I'm going to be going over Animal Crossing's darkest event, and that happens to be the Harvest Festival. Now as you can see, a bunch of tables have been set up at Town Hall, and Tortimer is celebrating this special event where we're going to gorge and eat lots of food. Sounds harmless enough. It's of course based on Thanksgiving from the real world, it's just Animal Crossing's way of doing it. But this event actually has a dark twist, and that's the fact that Tortimer is waiting for a special guest to arrive, and that special guest is none other than the only turkey villager in the game, Franklin. Now here's the thing about Franklin. Franklin is terrified, he's incredibly paranoid, and he has good reason to be, because apparently your mayor invited him here to be the main dish of the meal. That's right, there is some kind of cannibalism in Animal Crossing, and the villagers basically want to eat Franklin. He is such a paranoid villager, but as you can see, he has very good reason to be, because they've sent him a letter saying he basically should come and be the main dish. I don't know why he actually came to your town, given the fact that it's very obvious they want to eat him. And it's not just Tortimer either, it's all of our town villagers. They're so eager to chow down on him. We even have knives and forks that they're gonna eat him with. And basically the main goal is here, we have to take a bunch of the knives and forks from Tortimer, and instead of giving them to our townsfolk, we give them back to Franklin. This is the only way that we can really save Franklin from a quite horrible fate of being eaten by all of the villagers of our town. And he's definitely right, if you look up on those tables, there's no other main dishes, it's just sides. You can see the platter where he would go. He's probably the most paranoid villager I've seen in the game. But I don't really blame him. I mean, if you were going to be eaten by a bunch of animals and they were prodding you and touching you, and the mayor himself wanted to eat you, you know, I'd definitely be very paranoid. But I think most of all, I wouldn't have come to the town. So that is basically Animal Crossing's darkest event. Or at least it was. That's until Animal Crossing New Leaf, where the event was changed up and Franklin actually became the chef. So you would basically craft a dish for everyone alongside Franklin instead of having him being potentially eaten. As you guys know, I'm sure the game has been toned down a little bit in recent years. They've done stuff like changing the dialogue, they've changed some of the events as I mentioned, they've even toned down Resetti. Now, some of you may not like this very much, and I'm definitely on the side of not really being a massive fan of the game being toned down. I think it kind of takes away a little bit from the sort of character and quirkiness of the games, but at the same time, I really did enjoy the Harvest Festival in the newer game, Animal Crossing New Leaf. I thought it was a lot cuter in that game, and this one is particularly dark. But it's not to say they've removed all dark things from Animal Crossing. Take this duck named Pate. Look what Wikipedia says. Pate's name probably derives from pate, a meat spread usually formed from the liver of a duck or goose. And that's not all. Pate may be one of the most unfortunate villagers in the town because she's basically named after a meat dish of her species, but we also have villagers like Elmer, a horse who is of course named after Elmer's glue, a glue that used to be made from horses. So the writers of this game definitely seem to have a sort of darkness about some characters and how they like to write the game, which I think is great because it really does add to the game. It makes the game more interesting and it's just really funny as well. But I do think that in recent years we may have seen it toned down just a little bit too much. I really want to know what you guys think about this and whether you preferred the game being a little bit darker or if you prefer it just to be nicer and more wholesome. You can let me know down in the comment section below. Of course, leave a like if you enjoyed this video. You can subscribe for more Animal Crossing content. I want to say thank you to all my patrons, and I will catch you guys in the next video.